Jai Shri Mankal Jai Baba Sahib. Greeting to one and all. I welcome you to our channel Baba Sahib's Aromatherapy. In this video, we'll be dealing with the history of Itra. As it's very clear to you that these videos are made for the students who are doctors who want to pursue their career in aromatherapy, as well as to those who want to remove the disorders or the diseases in their body. If you talk about the history of Attar, the art and science of harvesting Attar have matured with the gradual progress of civilization, the indications of which are found in the Indus Valley civilization in form of perfume jars and mud containers. Archaeological excavations of Indus Valley civilization have revealed round copper stills or dakes used for making ether that are at least 5,000 years old. These stills are called dakes. In the blossoms with the flowers in full bloom, traditional ether makers with their dakes traveled all over India to make their fresh ether on the spot itself. Even now, a few traditional ether makers still travel with their dakes to be close to the flower harvest. Their equipment has changed little, if at all. In the Sanskrit encyclopedia Brihat Samhita, references of perfume are still found. These perfumes were used for religious services, in trade and commerce, and for physical pleasure. The Gandha Yukti gave recipes of different fragrances like mouth perfumes, bath powders, incenses, and talcum powder or face powder. The manufacture of rose water began prefers in the 19th century. The earliest distillation of Itra is mentioned in Ayurvedic text Charak Samhita. I repeat, the earliest distillation of Itra is mentioned in the Ayurvedic text Charak Samhita. The Harsh Charitra mentions the use of agarwood oil in ancient India. Ether was prepared by placing precious flowers and sacred plants into water or vegetable oil. Slowly, the plants and flowers would infuse the water or oil with their delicate fragrance. The plant and flower material would then be removed and a symphony of their aromatic beauty would be held into the ether. These ethers were then worn as a perfume. Gandha Shastra was a well established science and art using fragrance, well documented in Indian history. The art of Itra and floral waters was well established during the Gupta era in India. Throughout ancient history, the Egyptians were famous for their perfumes. The fragrances were extracted from the plants through the flowers or splinters of fragrant wood in oil to obtain essential oil, which would then be added to other oils. One of the famous Egyptian perfumers was made in the city of Mandis in the Delta, which was exported to Rome. It consisted of balloons, oil, mirch, and resin. The Mendician perfume was known as the Egyptian par excellence. The perfume obtained from the islands of Cyprus was first preferred, and then today cedar is sprayed in wardrobes to keep moth away. Kannauj, a historical city in India, is the major ether productive city, which is its pride. This city, connected with the Silk Route, descended to Kutch through the region in and around Delhi and linked with the Grand Trunk Road between east to west. Thus, hub of business and travelers. Legendary account is famous regarding the formulation of Itra in the region. The sadhus often use certain jungle herbs and roots in their bonfires during the winters. The shepherds who grazed their cattle in the area found lasting fragrance in the burnt wood. Even after these sadhus left the place, this information reached to ears of some inventive people, and finally they searched for the fragrant herb and roots. Then the experiments on ether started, and this way the first ether was made. It was the Mughals who developed this art and patronized Kannauj ether cottage industry. It is recorded in Ian Akbari and Akbar that Akbar the first ordered to make his royal chamber scented always with flowers and fumigating of amber lignum in gold and silver censers. Emperor Akbar used strong odor ointments frequently. Emperor Jahangir appointed an official with designation Khushbu Daroga to supervise and arrange the best quality ether regularly. Still today, when you enter into Kannauj city, a multitude of fragrance wake in the air. The atmosphere of the city is filled with the aroma blends and dozens of perfume, reminding you that you are in the city which was royal city of fragrance. The cottage industry of Itra was targeted during the colonial rule of British folks who tried to replace this old traditional fragrance art with English alcoholic perfume, but in vain. Even today, fans of it support this traditional industry. This was all about history of Itra. So let's recapitulate. Here we have seen the sequential history right from the Indus Valley civilization to the modern India. So this basically is a video which will help you out to get the basic knowledge of the ancient work which India had, and the aromatherapy which was percolating and which was prevailing into ancient, medieval, and modern India. So, thanks a lot for patientfully listening to the video. Take care of yourself. Jai Shri Mahankal, Jai Baba Sahib. Bye.